is what you get as an animal owner. Chris Demm's wife just texted him, and they have cats.
Multiples.
I'll paraphrase.
All right.
She says one of the cats sitting on the back of the couch vomited down the back of the couch into an air vent.
Oh, man, that is aim.
So you got that to deal with. That's animals.
Not me. Poor her. My wife, she has to do that now before she goes to work. She's going to be late.
I'll tell you, with kids and animals, they don't tell you some of the gross stuff you have to do. You know?
Really don't.
You don't realize when you have both either. There's gross stuff you have to deal with. There's more stuff than you think.
You know, we have invested, is one of the better investments we've made. I go to Walgreens and I get nitrile gloves for cleaning the cat box and for things like this. You know, because you're always cleaning something.
Oh, yeah.
So I just put on the gloves. I'm tired of barehanding poop.
Are they like surgical gloves?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
But, you know, you just get them in the back with the medical supplies.
Yes, I see them.
Great investment.
I can get you for them. I can get them at Costco for you if you want. Now you have to buy 100,000.
I don't have a shed.
Do you want me to get 100? And I told y'all last time I can get you 100,000 gloves, and you and I can split them 50,000 a piece and go in halvesies on
See,
it.
I don't have the space.
What was it I offered y'all last week? And Dave turned it down because he didn't want to buy 600.
Something in bulk.
Yeah, he didn't want to buy 600 of them, but whatever. It was a really good idea.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I was like, I can get you this at Costco, and he said no to it.
I don't remember what it was.
I got him
Was it matches? No, it wasn't matches.
I got him walnuts one time, but it came, and they had a truck back
It's
it
like
up.
a 5-pound bag. Yeah.
Oh, more than.
Yeah.
And you just keep it there at home.
Was it a supplement of some kind, maybe? I don't remember.
Maybe it was. They're really big on, they push a lot of turmeric and stuff like that. You see that all the time. But they discontinued my wife's face makeup remover, and the one she really liked. And I told her, so she sent me to get that. I was in Costco, and I was buying her Kirkland makeup remover wipes, and I couldn't find them, so I bought the Neutrogena brand. And she did some research and found they had canceled her brand. They had discontinued her brand. And I said, that's too bad. You really like that. She goes, oh, don't worry. I'll be filling out a comment card, and they'll be back on the shelf.
Smart.
She said that multiple times. She's like, don't you worry. I'll comment card them to death, and then it will be back on the shelves. She prides herself on that.
Do you know if there's ever been any follow through on these comment cards? Have her actions resulted in products returning to the shelves?
She said she got the chicken bake put back in the freezer. She said she is single-handedly responsible for the chicken bake coming back after they discontinued that item, because she not only filled out one comment card, she filled out one comment card per week and stuck it in their mailbox every time she went in. It was like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank. He keeps writing the state for more funds, and finally they give it to you.
Does she sign her name each time so it looks like the letters are coming from the same disgruntled customer?
No, different names from different disgruntled customers. She will come up with some, or say anonymous.
Because what you don't want to get is flagged.
No.
By the big C.
Right. You can't have that. So she started putting different names on there.
Yeah.
Did she make up the names?
Yes.
Like her students?
Yes.
Does she threaten it too? Like if something goes wrong somewhere? Because that's my mother's thing is when she's mad at somewhere, she'll be like, and don't send me a survey.
Oh.
As if that's
right.
Really the care,
I will not.
Don't send me a comment card.
I won't fill out your survey. Well, she says she's going to get them back. She says she'll get those facial wipes back. We'll wait and watch and just see.
Speaking of wipes, has your daughter changed her ways?
Well, that was what they were for, really, for both of them. And yes,
no more down the toilet?
No, on the toilet it was the dryer. She
She
would use cloth wipes for her makeup,
right,
put them in the dryer, and it messed up our dryer. Remember, I thought it was normal that my clothes took 5 hours to dry. Now,
you did.
Now they take less than an hour, which makes more sense. I'll tell you this about complaints. There's a woman in Kentucky, and several have said, and you'd be into this. They're saying that in Kentucky, the real ID, which I know you have for flying, you can get a real ID, which means you can skip part of the TSA checkpoints when you go into an airport.
Well, certain driver's licenses in certain states are TSA compliant, but not all states were. So some have had to scramble to get the real ID. North Carolina is one, and evidently Kentucky is two.
Kentucky has the real ID, but what has happened is her real ID photo has washed out, and it's happened. Whatever technology they're using in Kentucky, it washes out to the point that the person at the TSA line says, I can't. I don't know.
Hey, Tom, what does this say?
It's like Biggie with his heavy eyelids. You know, his
he
passport,
can't take a photograph.
His passport was so squinty-eyed that time that they were like,
open your eyes.
They are open.
He really struggled getting it to process my photo. And she pulled it back out and she's like, how old is this driver's license? And I said, I just got it in October. She's like, it's all washed out. I can't see anything. He made me remove my hat. He had me take my glasses off. He asked me to change my smile and the way I was looking. He couldn't get it to verify. So we had to get a supervisor involved at that point.
She's just one of over 100 people that are saying, I'm having real trouble getting my real ID through in Kentucky because the photos are washing out.
That's a bad move on Kentucky's DMV or whatever.
So it's the driver's license itself that is causing the problem?
I think so.
That do too.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's what I thought it was. You got like a new ID card from the airport, but no, it's just the driver's license. And then this is a similar thing. California has a thing called, see what you think about this. They have a thing called Clear, which is similar to that, where you can skip TSA checkpoints. I guess many states have this, but theirs is called Clear. And you pay $189 a year if you're a frequent flyer. That way you can pass through several checkpoints.
It does make it quicker.
Yes. 2 state senators in California have introduced a bill to ban Clear from the airports all through California, and one's a Republican and one's a Democrat. And they say all that is it allows wealthy people to cut in line, and we're not going to do that. And one of them said, a bunch of people have to deal with the fact that they have to stand in all these lines and it takes forever to get through. And just because you have more money than they do and you pay $189 for it does not give you the right to skip the line.
To stand with the cattle?
You got to stand with the cattle too.
No,
they're saying these poors are. That's literally they said,
it's unfair.
You don't bypass the poors because you can pay $189.
They're saying all is the same at the airport.
That's right. We should all be one melting pot at the airport, not a bunch of poors versus a bunch of rich.
Listen, I am a poor.
Yes. And you are,
but
he's working on it. He's gambling his way out.
Yeah, you're gambling your way up to the rich lifestyle.
But I'll tell you, I am on the richest side here because that's one of the things that
if you're going to
got the money to do it and you want to pay it, skip the line.
Well,
if I had the money, I would.
There are private planes at that airport that allow you to skip the line if you are ultra wealthy. And the poors, are they going to say, well, you can't have that?
But many places, I mean, the airport is very gentrified. From the time you check in, if you're in first class, chances are you're going to get free drinks in the lounge. You have a better seat on the plane.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, the only thing where everyone is certainly equal is at the Starbucks and going through TSA.
Yeah.
But there are 3 options now to go through TSA. There's the standard, there's the TSA pre-check, and then Clear.
Oh, so you know what Clear is too?
Yeah, you see it in a lot of the bigger airports.
But these 2 are saying, you know what it reminds me?
Not in Cali.
Not in Cali. Well, they have it, but not anymore. Or they're trying to get rid of it. It reminds me of the Fast Pass lines at an amusement park. If you have those, you just walk right. I told you what happened to me at SeaWorld. I walked past one woman 3 or 4 times, and finally she's like, hey, why does he keep going up there?
It's called the Shamu Pass. Look into it, lady. Come on, kids.
Yeah, she didn't do her research. That's not on you.
Yeah.
She was really then other people joining. Like,
who are they?
We've been standing here for 30 minutes. They keep going up. I bought the Shamu Pass 2 months before.
You were better prepared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be equal.
And if you do have to fly a lot, that doesn't necessarily mean you're wealthy. Some people have to do it for their job.
Yeah.
Yes. And $189 is a great deal if you fly 40 weeks a year. Of course, you pay that to skip all those lines. Delta, United, and several other airlines.
I'm not 100% sold on their reasoning.
Delta, United, and other major airlines are fighting it because they have partnerships with Clear, and they say we might have to raise ticket prices. Yeah. They get a little kickback from Clear, or a portion of that.
Plus, it moves the lines faster. I mean, if you have 3 different points of entry, more people will get through more quickly.
A lot of people who are fighting this make that point as well, saying, it's easier. We're all moving through.
Everybody's in one line.
Then it's a long line. Of course, that's exactly right. But these 2 are against it because they say it makes the poors feel bad, and they have to stand there for
watch the riches go by.
That's how it should be. That's how it's always been, and that's coming from a poor.
That's California for you know.
Oh, you know me. I'm always more offended when rich people don't act rich.
Yeah,
like you.
Looking right at you, Kelly.
How dare you? You're looking for BB Shea. BB Shea said embrace the rich lifestyle. That's not. No. I love my life. My daughter asked me the other day, "Are we rich?" I said, "Absolutely, we're rich, but only with friends." I told you that before.
Our hallway echoes.